Welcome to Listen by Gene Ginsberg. This audio experience and podcast is all about social media, digital marketing, entrepreneurship, and interviews with top entrepreneurs in the digital and social space. I am your host, Gene Ginsberg, digital marketing expert, #1 best-selling author, and award-winning entrepreneur. I will be sharing with you strategies, tips, and tactics on how to grow your business and your social media following. Thanks for listening. Hey everyone, Gene Ginsberg here. Hope everyone is having an awesome day. I am certainly having an awesome day, and today we are talking about webinar funnels. So on this Facebook Live, we do it every day, Monday through Friday, and it's every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain, and that's 2 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you guys can join us. And we talk all things that are digital, social, and tech, right? Because that's all that we do here. And we love having you join us. Thanks for being here. And today we are talking about webinar funnels. Actually, let me add that as a little banner, webinar funnels. Here we go. So webinar funnels. So let's jump right into that. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to add them to the comments box. What are webinar funnels? So you probably have seen them, and if you haven't, then I can kind of go through it in a little bit of detail. But so you probably have seen webinars, right? So there's live webinars. Typically, they are some sort of informational presentation about a specific topic, and a lot of times at the end, the presenter will sell something on the webinar that is related to the presentation. So if you're selling, if you have a digital course or something like that, that's on the topics of, I don't know, SEO, for example. You might have a presentation about SEO, and then at the end, the presenter will sell a product or course on the topics of SEO. So that's a live webinar. But you can also do these webinars automated. And there's platforms out there that allow you to create these automated webinars, where you can run ads to, or I mean, you can do that anywhere, right? You can run ads, you can post it to your Facebook group, you can post it to your LinkedIn, any social media platform, you send it to your email list. And then the webinar will be automated, so that way you don't have to be as the presenter, you don't have to do it every single time, but you just record it once, and then you can have an automated webinar sequence or funnel. So you would upload it into the platform. A user would see the ad, they would click on the ad, and then they would say, okay, I want to watch the webinar today at 3 p.m. or whatnot, and then they can watch it at 3 p.m. And so it's kind of conceptually, it's the same thing as a live webinar, but instead of it being live, it is on a recorded webinar or a recorded webinar. So there's a few drawbacks, obviously, to that, because on a live webinar, you can answer questions. They can ask questions during the webinar, but on a recorded webinar, because there's no human actually monitoring it, then it makes it a little bit more challenging, because you can only watch it. You can watch it. You can't watch it live because it's automated, and so there's no one at the end to answer questions. So it's more of like an informational video, I guess, if you will, but it's in kind of a package of a webinar, of an automated webinar. And sometimes people don't always tell that it's an automated webinar. They're just like engaged with the webinar itself and the video. This podcast is brought to you by the Digital Marketing Method monthly group coaching program, your methodology for growing your business and your social media following. Join me and my group of supportive entrepreneurs and learn how you can grow your business and your social media following, where we cover topics such as Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, email marketing, and so much more. Go to dmgroup.online, dmgroup.online. So again, it's a presentation, and it's just any topic that you want to use. And so a lot of times, and I actually have a client who's doing that now, we're running ads for what we call a high ticket webinar, where at the end of the webinar, there is a an opportunity to schedule a call with her. And so on the call is where she sells the high ticket, it's a high ticket one-on-one coaching with her. So there's a couple ways you can do that, of course, right? So you can sell after the webinar and actually have them buy there, or you can provide a link to, let's say, a Calendly where they can schedule a time to meet with you, and then you can you can sell the high ticket item right then and there. So this really is great if you want to use high ticket items to sell for your business. So for example, this could be anything related to like a one-on-one coaching or a mastermind, or any sort of, high ticket, anything above, let's say, or a course that's like, let's say $10,000 or above, although courses that are $10,000 above, you have to really add a lot of stuff to it. But anyway, it's the idea here is you sell a high ticket item on those webinar funnels that the users can engage with you. They are getting on a call with you, and then that's when you can sell them on the high ticket item, whatever it's a course or a mastermind or one-on-one coaching or consulting, something along those lines. So they work really well. Of course, you have to really know your ideal target market, and we always talk about that here because that's a big thing, is making sure that you know your ideal target market, what are their pain points, what are their challenges, really driving those home so that when they get on a call with you, they've already engaged with you, they already have seen the webinar, they already know what's going on quite a bit, so it's much easier to convert them into a paying customer at that point. So these are just an introductory concept of what a webinar funnel is. Now, of course, if they don't schedule a time to meet with you right away, you can set up a funnel at the end of this webinar. So after they're done with the webinar, set up a funnel so that you can continuously get in touch with them and then ask them to jump on a call with you. So it's not like if they don't jump on a call with you right away and schedule, it's over. You can still continuously ask them, not continuously, but create a funnel on the back end that says, hey, would you like to schedule a time with me? It seems like you were interested in the webinar, you watched it all the way to the end, I would love to schedule some time with you. So create some emails after that. That's the funnel part of the webinar. So they're very successful. Again, if you know who your ideal target market is, what their pain points are in creating a webinar that is actually a presentation that's actually speaks to them and that they would want to engage with you further. So that is webinar funnels, and we'll talk a little bit more this week about some of the tools you use, some of the what a video would look like, what a webinar video would look like. I know my lights just went out here because it's an automated lights. So whenever I don't move, my lights go out. So it looks like this. So we'll talk about the tools. We'll talk about how to create a presentation like that. I mean, just think of it as a webinar presentation, typically more lengthy, typically, around 45 minutes or so, 30 to 45 minutes. So it's a little bit more in depth than just, let's say, a short video that you do on like a 2 or 3 minute video or something like that. So much more in depth, adding a lot more value. So those are the high ticket webinars or webinar funnel. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to hear your questions. And if you're a woman entrepreneur, we always love having you in our Digital Marketing and Tech for Women Entrepreneurs group. I'll actually add that in here. Here it is. Yeah. So just go to wedm.group and you can join our group. It's absolutely free. We just talk all about anything related to digital marketing, tech, social media, entrepreneurship, because we love these topics and we want to add value because I've been doing this for 13 years. My partner, Angela, has been doing it for 18 years. And so we just love talking to other entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs who need help in that space. So please join us in our group. Thanks for joining us on the Facebook Live, and we will see you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.